A few days ago, Deeplearning.ai launched the Mathematics for Machine Learning and Data Science Specialization on Coursera. Since an earlier video I made about math for data science, a lot of you have asked me how best to learn math and statistics for data science. So today I partnered up with Coursera to give you an in-depth review of this specialization. You can find the link to this course in the description below. We're gonna be talking about the course content and who it is designed for, and what is the time requirement and prerequisite for this course. I'll also talk about what I like about this specialization and if I recommend you to take this specialization or not. This specialization is a beginner-friendly program that aims to teach you the most relevant pieces of math if you are in machine learning, data science, and AI. The struggle with mathematics and statistics is real for many beginners and experienced practitioners alike. In fact, in some cases, you can perhaps get away with not understanding the underlying math thanks to many handy libraries and tools and Stack Overflow. But understanding math is useful and necessary in many cases. A few years ago, I had to implement a quadratic programming model in my project, so I had to code up the equation and the input matrices myself. It was all fun and great until I ran into an error that reads like this. Matrix D in quadratic function is not positive definite. My linear algebra was very rusty, so I had to spend literally a whole day trying to understand this issue and fix it. I think the same goes when you do machine learning. When a model doesn't converge or something unexpected happens, you actually need to have some math skills to diagnose the issue as well. If you have data science job interviews, solid math skills also give you a lot of self-confidence and generally puts you in a better position. And last but not least, you have the ability to spot incorrect information or arguments. The other day, I came across a Medium article that explains some statistical tests. At one point, the article talks about the student's t-test and says something like the p-value tells you how likely these samples come from the exact same distribution. And this is not correct. The p-value does not tell you if the two samples come from the exact same distribution. It is supposed to tell you if the means of the two distributions are similar. This subtle misunderstanding can fool anyone even if they are experienced data nerds. I hope to convince you that we need to have a good foundation in math and statistics. So what do we learn in this specialization? There are 3 courses in this specialization: linear algebra, calculus, probabilities, and statistics. The first course, linear algebra, will teach you everything about linear equations, vectors, and matrices. You learn concepts such as singularity, rank, and linear dependence. Also, you learn various operations on vectors and matrices and how concepts of eigenvalues and eigenvectors are applied to machine learning problems. Understanding linear algebra can help you understand better a lot of things, from linear regression to neural network. It can also help you make your own algorithms to run more efficiently or converge better. The second course is calculus. If you're one of the people who never really understood why you need to learn calculus in school, this course is definitely for you. This course will cover specifically gradient descent optimization algorithm together with concepts such as derivatives and their properties. You learn how gradient descent works in perceptron models and neural network models. The lessons and the programming assignments will go in depth into how exactly parameters are calculated and optimized in these models. The third course is probability and statistics. This is another topic that is broad and scary for a lot of people. This course is unfortunately only started in March, so I can't give you an insider look into the lessons, but this course covers all foundational topics such as probability and random variables, probability distributions, and you'll learn about the most commonly used probability distributions in data science like binomial and Gaussian distributions. In machine learning, we also often come across statistical methods to estimate parameters such as maximum likelihood estimation or using Bayesian estimators. These concepts will also be explained in this course. Finally, you'll learn about hypothesis testing and assessing model performance using statistical methods. These are all very essential topics in data science science in general and machine learning in particular. In my job, I sometimes do model validation for statistical models, so understanding statistics and how to perform t-tests, for example, is a must-have skill if you want to assess and challenge a model. On Coursera page, this specialization takes approximately 3 months to complete if you study 5 hours a week. So even if you are working or studying full-time, I think it's totally possible to fit it in your evenings or weekend schedule. This is supposed to be a beginner-friendly course, so in terms of prerequisites, there's not much to worry about. It is just recommended that high school level mathematics will be enough to help learners get the most out of this class. Now, moving on to what I like about this specialization and what I might not like as much. There are many things to like about this program. Firstly, I think it has a very well structured and comprehensive curriculum. The program stays close to the most useful concepts for data science and machine learning, which is not the case in other general math courses. Each week's lesson starts with a machine learning motivation example, which explains why and how the concepts at hand are applied to machine learning. Also, the topics are discussed really in depth and from ground up, so you don't need to worry if you lack any pre-existing background or experience beyond basic high school math. So I believe it will help you build a very good conceptual understanding that sharpens your intuition when doing data science. The program is taught by Luis Serrano. I hope I say his name correctly, so not Andrew Ng. At first, I was a bit upset about this, but Luis Serrano also has a very engaging teaching style, and his delivery is very concise and very easy to follow. So yeah, you really can't complain much. In addition, the lectures have interactive visualizations, and you can really tell how much effort has been put into making those visualizations. I really think the team has done a great job in making the explanations more intuitive with those visualizations. Another thing I like about this program is the hands-on programming assignments. Each week you have a programming assignment to work on. They're all in Python, and you can work on the lab environment on Coursera, so you don't even need to have Python installed to be able to work on the assignments. You just need to make sure you know basic Python and you are familiar with the NumPy library in Python. I honestly think there is so little to dislike about this program. The only thing I might complain about is the lack of further reading materials from books or other websites for each topics introduced. Sometimes you might just want to read more about a certain topic to reinforce your understanding. I think these additional materials might be useful, especially for curious intermediate learners. Because of this, I'd highly recommend you combine this specialization with some books to make the most out of the course. One of the books I found really helpful for beginners is Practical Statistics for Data Scientists. This book covers the same topic as the third course of the program on probability and statistics, so you can refer to this book for further reading. A more advanced book you can use for this whole specialization is Probabilistic Machine Learning. This is really the best book that I've come across for theoretical understanding of machine learning algorithms. The first chapter of this big book is fully dedicated to the basics of linear algebra, probability, statistics, and optimization. It also familiarizes you with the common math notations, which is really helpful if you want to read machine learning research papers. You will find here a lot of nuances to these topics which might not be covered in such extent in this specialization. For example, here it's talking about why we might still lose a lot of information by describing distributions with basic statistics like mean and variance. There are a lot of pictures and examples in this book, so I think it's a great reference material for someone who wants to develop a more in-depth understanding of math, statistics, and machine learning algorithms. So let's talk about whether I'd recommend this course and to who. I think I'd highly recommend this specialization for anyone who feels imposter when it comes to math. I think it would be a shame to let this imposter feeling hold you back when looking for a data science job or taking on a new exciting project. I think a course like this would save you a lot of unnecessary struggles and self-doubt down the road when it comes to math and statistics. Regarding the levels, I think beginner to intermediate learners in data science and machine learning will benefit the most from this course. This course can help you go a long way in filling in the gaps that you might have in your knowledge. I surely have gaps I'm not even aware of because I slept through so many statistics class in my undergraduate school, so you never know until you got a tricky problem to solve and your mind just goes blank. That said, you don't need to learn everything at once. Among the 3 courses, I'd recommend you to start with the one you are least comfortable with at the moment. This will help you immediately feel better and the positive effects on your day-to-day data science work. Other topics can be saved for later when you have more time to go through them. So to sign up for this course, click the link in the description box below. If you're still feeling not sure, you can always take the 7-day free trial and then decide if it's really for you. I hope you enjoyed this video and let me know your thoughts about this specialization in the comments. And don't forget to smash the like button before you leave, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.